Welcome to Kryptogenex.
Hello, Brandon. We can't hear you, buddy.
All right. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to our Tuesday evening live Kryptogenex presentation. My name is Brandon Ivey, based out of Los Angeles, California. Thank you for taking time out of your schedule for being here. I promise we're going to keep this short and sweet. We're going to give you enough information that you can make an informed decision on whether or not and how you want to get involved. Because this is something that you're going to realize very soon that we're all involved already, whether we like it or not. The question is going to be in just what type of capacity. Now, I don't think it's any secret right now that Bitcoin seems to be a hot topic that is being talked about around the world over, from banking industry to the government to people at your water cooler at work, to when you have Thanksgiving dinner or family over, some cousin or uncle is talking about this thing called Bitcoin. But what does that mean for you? How can you take advantage of this? And if you decide to, or even if you don't, I think that it's important that you at least have basic knowledge, understanding, and education about what this is all about. And that's what we're going to cover here tonight. Now, understand, back in 2009, Satoshi Nakamoto created Bitcoin. It's the world's first global decentralized cryptocurrency. In 2009, Bitcoin's value was less than a penny. How many of you wish you would have bought a whole lot of Bitcoin back in 2009? In 2010, it was valued at 40 cents. In 2016, it was valued at $600. Do you see what's going on here? 2018 has been fluctuating between $6,000 and $9,000. I think last I checked right now, it's at $7,450 or something. So if you would have invested $100 in Bitcoin in 2009, today it would be worth over $1.5 million today. I wish I can go back in time. But think about this. Uber is a transportation company that owns no cars. Amazon is the world's largest retail chain that has no stores. Bitcoin goes from 0.008 cents to $9,000. And it is no fun being on the outside looking in. We have all been there before. Do you remember the very first time you heard about Bitcoin? For me, it was back in 2012 when Bitcoin price went over $100. Did I do anything about it back then? No. I looked at Bitcoin as something that internet nerds living in their mom's basement playing computer games all day were using for monopoly money on the internet. That's how I saw Bitcoin. It wasn't until 2016 when I actually purchased Bitcoin for the very first time. But I didn't understand it, and I didn't know what it was. And then I started to do some research. And when I started doing my research, I said, this is much, much bigger than I originally thought. And I knew education was the key because I have friends of mine that were investing a lot of money in this space, and they didn't even know or understand what Bitcoin was. So I said, I got to get educated on this. And it wasn't easy because you go to YouTube and Google and type in Bitcoin and a million different videos pop up. It took me a long time to sift through what was good and what was bad, what was false and what was true. And we know that you've been there as well, and Kryptogenex has the solution to that. So what is Bitcoin? It's basically a peer-to-peer digital currency coin that allows us to do transactions with each other without the need of a bank, a government institution, a third party. The transactions are instantaneous with no limit. One Bitcoin in Japan is worth one Bitcoin in the United States. Worldwide digital currency. Is it real? Absolutely. Are you too late? No. Even though Bitcoin is 9 years old, this is still around where the internet was in 1992. We're going to teach you how to buy it and how you can spend it. So welcome to Kryptogenex, the global training center where we are the company that is going to teach the world about Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, ICOs, market trends, and the blockchain. No more worries. At Kryptogenex, we will teach you everything that you need to know. All training is done by streaming video. Learn how to buy your first Satoshi. You don't have to buy a whole Bitcoin. Learn how to store your Bitcoin safely in crypto wallets. Learn how to purchase and sell with Bitcoin. Learn about blockchain technology. Learn how to trade cryptocurrencies. Learn how ICOs work, and much, much more. Our training package includes 3 modules: Bitcoin 101, Cryptocurrency Intermediate, and Crypto Advanced. Each module has 15 lessons. At the end of each lesson, you're going to be given a test to take to make sure that you're retaining this information. One thing that I can guarantee you, whether you are a beginner and you've never heard of Bitcoin, this is your very first time, or you think that you're an expert, you think that you've heard about Bitcoin, that when you go through our course, these 45 lessons, you're going to come out the other side more powerful, more confident, and more strong in operating in the crypto space. So everything you need to know about this industry, but even more important, the training never ends, because this industry is growing so fast, so rapidly. There's a lot of changes that take place. The laws change, new regulations are in place, new crypto coins come out, new ICOs, new industries are being disrupted. I do 2 crypto talks a day, and I still can't keep up with all the new information that is flooding in. So this is a community that we're building with like-minded individuals that's learning from each other, and with our platform that's going to keep giving you continuous education, where we'll be adding new videos and information on a monthly basis. With just one click, you can enter the Bitcoin age. The cost for the product is $250. That's it. $250 for the cost of the product. But we're also going to give you the ability to earn while you learn, because I don't buy Bitcoin. I earn Bitcoin. For an additional $50, so a total of $300, you can become a crypto promoter. Why is that important? You see, when I was first approached about this business from the owners, they said, Brandon, we're going to teach cryptocurrency to the world. We think that you'd be perfect for this. Are you in? I said, no, thank you. I said, why not? I said, I don't have any desire to build a business and a company. I have enough knowledge at this point that I could take my resources, I could take my money, and I know how to invest it in the Bitcoin space. They said, that might be true, but how many times a day are you getting questions asked from people? They want to ask you about Bitcoin. What is Bitcoin? How do I get Bitcoin? What's a wallet? Where do I store it? What's an exchange? What exchange should I use? What other coin should I have? What's my password? What's Coinbase? What's CoinMarketCap? I mean, on and on and on. And I love to help people. I answer questions. They said, are you getting paid for doing that? No. So what if you had a platform in place that when people start asking you questions, you just tell them to come to Kryptogenex, let the platform teach them everything they need to know, and we're going to pay you a referral fee for doing that. I mean, that was a no-brainer to me. Light bulb went off in my head. I said, yeah, that makes perfect sense. I could do that all day long. So what is Kryptogenex all about? Well, it's a group of very talented individuals that have come together and developed a simple step-by-step audio-video training system that will educate the world about the cryptocurrency space. You're purchasing a $250 educational package that's going to teach you everything you need to know about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. And we're not in just one language. We are worldwide. Over 30 languages we are launching in. See, we're still in pre-launch right now. We haven't even officially launched yet. So talk about timing and positioning, being here at the very beginning. But if you want to earn referral income, affiliate income, we get paid different ways: direct referral bonus, customer acquisition bonus, the Kryptonary, and the Kryptonary matching bonus. So when every time you refer somebody to Kryptogenex, we're going to pay you 40%, which means you're going to earn $100 every time somebody you refer buys our product. $100. One of my rules in the crypto space is whenever you spend money, always make your money back as fast as possible. So if the cost is $300, that's the cost. By selling this product to 3 people, you just made $300. You made your money back. So you eliminated the risk. See, people tell me all the time, Brandon, what's so different between your company and all those companies in 2017 that was promising people, you're going to make a 1% a day, 2% a day, 30% a month. We're going to double your Bitcoin. And they ended up being scams, or they were operating illegally and got shut down, and they ran off with everybody's Bitcoin. What's so different about us? Well, number one, we don't make any income claims. We are a crypto education company. The cost is $300. You sell the product to 3 people, you made your money back. So we're not running off with your Bitcoin. We have hired U.S. attorneys to make sure that we're compliant with all laws in the states and that we remain compliant. There's nothing that we say or do that hasn't been already approved from our advisors and attorneys. And you're not breaking the bank to getting started with us. We want you to be able to go to sleep at night and wake up tomorrow morning knowing that the company and your money is still there. Also, for customer acquisition, for every sale you do, we're going to give you an additional $25 bonus. For every 10 customers, we're going to give you an additional $250 bonus. Within the Kryptonary, for every 2 sales you make, 1 on each team, you're qualified for life. The Kryptonary is for those of you that want to build an organization. You might say, well, I got a lot of people in my church that they don't know about Bitcoin and they want to know about it. I can bring this to them. Or I'm from a different country and nobody knows about this. This can help us. Or you might say, I've got experience in direct selling. I know how to build teams. Well, let me show you how you can benefit from this. There's only 2 teams, one on your left and your right. So this is a simple 1/3, 2/3 program. For every 3 points, 1 on one side and 2 on the other, is going to pay out an additional $25 bonus. Now, some weeks we're going to have a fork, which means there's more money we're going to pay out, but you have to qualify for this. If you do a sell that week, we're going to pay you more money, $50, $75, or $100, depending on that week. So you did 2 sales. You made $200. One of your sales completes a sale. That's 3 points there. Now you just made an additional $25. But you're going to be in a situation where you're going to have one team that's larger than the other. So how does that work? What happens if you personally do more than 2 sales? Well, your 3rd sale and beyond is going to fall under the next available position on your left or your right side, thus creating spillover, which means the people that's already above are now going to get paid for work that you do. How cool is that? The team effort. There's some people on our team right now sitting on about $30,000 to $40,000 that they didn't have to work for. Now, when you do have a one leg that's bigger than the other, the money just sits there. The points don't flush. To access the money, you got to build your other side. So let's look at your left side here, for example. Every point that happens on that side, whether it's done by you or somebody on your team, you're going to get paid 25, 25, 25, 25, 25, or if it's the fork, $50 to $100 per point. That adds up very quickly. Our first 2 weeks, the fork was $100 every point. Now, we do have individuals that say, you know what, Brandon, I don't really care about signing people up, recruiting, or selling the product. My only interest is the education, learning the product, taking advantage of the mining. I want to buy a mining rig. I'm going to tell you about that in a moment. Let my money work for me. So I don't care about building a team. And that's fine. You don't have to make money with Kryptogenex. However, I guarantee you somewhere along the way, somebody's going to come up to you and ask you about what you're doing. And you can spend the 5 hours there to explain it to them, or you can send them your link and let Kryptogenex do the work for you. And let's say it's only one person. That person decides to build the business. And they start making $10,000 a month. Well, guess what? because you referred them to the business, you're going to make 10% of what they earn in their cryptonary. So if they're making $10,000 a month, you're making $1,000 a month. If they're making $1,000 a month, you're going to make $100 a month. Knowing that, what if you told 10 people or 20 or 100? There's no limit to the check matching. However, there is a limit on the cryptonary, and that caps at $50,000 a week. $50,000 a week. Are you okay with that? And once it does cap, the good news is that we're going to give you another position above your team so that you can keep going and make more money. With just one click, you can change your life. Now, Kryptogenex is designed as an education company, but in the future, we are going to take full advantage of all new technology that comes into the space. We're going to add more products that our customers can take advantage of and our distributors can sell and earn a profit from. And one of those products is already here, and it is called mining. So if you do not know what mining is, just understand it is the backbone of the industry. Nothing happens without the miners. There would be no Bitcoin. There would be no blockchain. The miners verify all of those transactions and create the blockchain. And their reward for doing so is crypto coins, the Bitcoins. So we are now a wholesaler for crypto mining rigs. The rigs being offered is Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin Gold, and GreenX. And when I say rigs, that just means it's a computer program to mine. So if you look at the gold rush, for example, when people moved out west of San Francisco to dig in the ground for gold, the mining machines are digging on the net for crypto coins. And the green coin that we are mining for, which is most people are getting a GreenX machine, the company is called Green, that we're a wholesaler for. And it is going to be a major disruptor in the industry. Well, you heard of YouTube, the world's largest media provider that owns no media. Uber, the world's largest taxi company that owns no taxis. Airbnb, the world's largest hotel provider that owns no hotels. You never change things by fighting the existing reality. To change something, build a new model that makes the existing model obsolete. So what's the next big disruption going to be? Power. Power. 100-year-old technology in need of an upgrade, trapped in a wired grid, expensive to distribute. And why I'm excited about this is that we are not talking about marketing a luxury. We're talking about taking advantage of a necessity. Without electricity, the world's not going to turn. And it's time to think outside the grid. And that is green, where we are now taking power from centralized to making it decentralized, just how the blockchain is. It's a decentralized network. In green, we call it bringing solar in a box. It is going to revolutionize the way energy and electricity is being distributed around the world. So just like Facebook in 2004, Airbnb in 2008, Bitcoin and Uber in 2009, May of 2018, Green, the world's first power company that produces no power. Our mission is to save, share, and give. Now, each rig costs $3,750. In the crypto space, the green is being represented by a coin called GreenX. Just like Bitcoin is represented by BTX, you have Ripple's represented by XRP, Litecoin, LTC, Ethereum, and Ethereum Classic, ETH, ETC. The GreenX is a coin. When you sell the machine for $3,750, you're going to earn a commission of $500 plus 3 points into the binary. The mining rig specifications, you have a hash rate of 12 to 14 terahash. Power consumption is 1,300 to 1,400 watts. The chip type is SHA 256A6 chip. Rules of purchase. Each individual can only purchase 10 rigs per month per customer. Yes, there's people who want to buy 50 to 100 rigs. at a $3,750 each. You might ask yourself, why would somebody pay that much money for something? Because they know what they're going to make back. I cannot talk about income claims or make any guarantees on what the rig is going to produce. I'm going to talk about that in a second. The mining rigs can be housed in a third party, which is our Utah facility, or you can have it shipped to your home. I'd rather have my rig go to Utah, where I don't have to worry about the maintenance. I don't have to worry about the programming. I don't have to worry about the heat or the electricity costs. Let them do all that stuff. The rigs will be paid for in advance and standard 30 to 120 day delivery on the rigs. Why does it take so long? Because these rigs are backlogged. The ASIC chip, Green doesn't own that or control that. We buy it from a manufacturer, same manufacturer that makes gaming rigs for computer gamers. The customer owns the rig. So you own the rig, and anything generated by the rig is the customer's. Meaning this is not cloud mining. This is not group mining. This is not hash mining. This is not contract mining. You are buying a machine. So would you rather buy the golden egg or the golden goose that's producing golden eggs every single month? That is what you're investing in here, in a machine. The customer is going to receive a serial number and a certificate of authenticity, and there is a no refund policy. So Kryptogenex is a wholesaler. We are not Green. No income claims can be made on mining results. All coins are paid directly to the customer owner, so they don't go to Kryptogenex and then go to you. They go directly to you. Here's what numbers I can't tell you, because people say, well, I want to know if I spend $3,750, how much money am I going to make? Well, one thing what you can do is you can go online and look up mining and mining results and rewards for mining. What I can tell you is that GreenX is going to mine 50 billion coins in total that will be in existence. 25 billion of them will be mined in the first 12 months. Mining began on July 4th of this year. So July 4th, 2019 will be the first 12 months. 25 billion coins will be mined. The first 6 months, meaning between now and the end of the year, 12.5 billion coins will be mined. The first 90 days, we have 1,400 rigs online. By the end of the year, should be around 4,000 or so. So to think about that for a second. You do the math. The only question is, how much is the coin worth in value? So I don't know what price is going to hit the exchange. It can hit the exchange anywhere between 1 cent to 10 cents. Again, you play with the numbers. When I play with the numbers, I can't sleep at night. But I gave you some numbers to play with, but I can't make any income claims or projections. But we wouldn't be doing something that we weren't confident wasn't going to yield us some type of result. So customer agrees in advance. Kryptogenex LLC is not responsible for the results. Please review all policies and especially the no refund policy. So welcome to the world of mining where you own the mining rigs. Now the income disclaimer, we're still in pre-launch, so we don't have enough data to be able to say, this is how much money you're going to make every single month. Or this is what the average of our members are making. We don't have that data yet. We soon will. We will not allow any income claims. We are not looking to be a 6-month or 1-year company fly by night. We are looking to be here long term for many years to come. Therefore, we are very, very careful and protective of our business. We want to make sure we're following all the laws. All of our owners are transparent. You can talk to them. You can reach out and touch them. We're based here in the United States, not in Dubai or in Belize or some other foreign country that our government can't reach. We're doing everything above board. And we will not allow people to make income claims and start showing their back office and how much money they're making, because that's illegal. Your success depends on you. All of your hard work, dedication, belief, passion, commitment, persistence, leadership, and a little bit of luck. So welcome to Kryptogenex. And at this point, here's what you want to do. You want to get back to the person who invited you. Let them know whether you're in or out. If you're in, great. Let's get you signed up. Let's get you started. If this is not for you, that's okay. It's not for everybody, but I will tell you, you will be involved one way or another. See, when I began my crypto journey, there's two things I found out that changed my career, that allowed me to change from being in the MLM, network marketing, direct selling industry to completely switch to cryptocurrency. And the first thing I realized and learned was that cryptocurrency represents the greatest economic shift in wealth in the history of mankind for most people. And what do I say for most people? Because the barrier of entry is non-existent. If you have a cell phone, internet access, $5 to your name, and a willingness to learn, you can get into this space and completely change your life. I was able to flip $30 into a small fortune in a short period of time because of my education. Doesn't mean that you're going to do the exact same thing. You have the potential. Everybody does. There's nothing holding you back. What problem I saw with that is that most people don't even know the game is being played. The second thing that I learned, and this actually shook me to my core, was the technology behind cryptocurrency, the blockchain, distributed ledger technology. It represents the greatest invention in human history. It's the Internet 2.0. It solves one of the world's biggest problems when it comes to recording ledger, recording data and information, and verifying it. It has never been solved until now, the blockchain technology. It is going to disrupt every single industry on the planet. It is as important to humankind as the introduction of agriculture was to our society. And to somebody on the outside hearing me say this, they're like, wow, but I still don't see it. And that's okay. This is going to be what they call a silent revolution, because it's taking place behind the scenes. Whereas most people hear about Microsoft and Apple, the average person has no idea what Dell computer is and the impact they've had on our society. That's kind of what the blockchain is. It's behind the scenes, out of sight, out of mind. But one day you're going to wake up and you're going to start seeing Bitcoin ATM machines all over the place. You're going to go into your Starbucks and they're going to say, we accept Bitcoin for payments. And as Supreme Court Justice Stephen Breyer said, perhaps one day employees are going to start getting paid in Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies. And you're not going to have a say-so in this. It's just going to happen. But at this point in time, you do have a choice. You have a choice to profit from it in the early stages right now, or you become a consumer of it in the near future. There is no third alternative. This is happening, ladies and gentlemen. And we invite you along for the ride here with Kryptogenex. With that, thank you for listening. Get back to the person who invited you. Let's get you started. Until next time, next presentation will be Thursday night. If you want to hear this all again, this was recorded. We'll get the recording out. But you can come back Thursday night and you can bring somebody with you so you don't have to explain this yourself. Let us do all the work for you. See you next time. God bless. Goodbye. Bye-bye.
Kryptogenex.